Time to pull up a chair. We've got another great story for you today in the rLounge. Step into the world where seating charts become battlegrounds, and guest lists are more carefully curated than a Netflix series lineup. Today in the rLounge, move over Bridgerton, Amanda's in town. Am I the a-hole for taking away my brother's +1 and inviting his girlfriend myself? I kind of know I am the a-hole, but I need to know how bad it was. My brother is 29 and has been with Leah for about 2 years. We all like her. She is super nice. I'm getting married next April and sent an invite to my brother's apartment. We decided to send invites to households and not individuals. For example, our aunt received an invite for her family and not for each individual. Last Thursday, we met at my parents' place. It was just the core family because of some tax reasons. While there, I asked my brother about Leah's dietary restrictions. I know that she is a vegetarian for health reasons and that she cannot have certain raw vegetables. He said that she wasn't going to come and that he was taking his girl best friend, Amanda, instead. Now, their relationship is weird AF. Amanda has always been stringing my brother along, in my opinion. He always denies having feelings for her, but let's be real here. Amanda would date other guys, blow off my brother, then when things were on the decline with their partners, she would be attached to him again. Her last boyfriend broke up with her right around the time my brother, his then ex-girlfriend Amanda, and her were supposed to travel to Spain. What did my idiot brother do? Go with Amanda alone because Amanda was uncomfortable with his ex-girlfriend. Obviously, he acted blindsided when his girlfriend broke up with him. I didn't even say anything anymore because it's all so weird. So, when he said that, I asked if Leah already had other plans. But my brother said that Amanda had asked if she could come because it would be an opportunity to finally see the old gang. We were in the same friend group in high school. I told him that I would have invited Amanda if I wanted her there. Amanda is mean and cold. She always makes disparaging comments about other girls. At every event, around 1 hour in, she will make some sort of scene that either has her running away crying or sitting mad at a table telling everyone to leave her alone, and then making a cryptic comment about something hurting her. I told my brother I was revoking his +1 and Amanda was not coming to our wedding. He accused me of being misogynistic and bigoted because I don't understand opposite-sex friendships, which is BS. My husband has a female childhood friend who is his best woman. I love her too, and she has been amazing. And she respects effing boundaries. She always includes me and made a huge effort when I started dating my fiancé to integrate me into the friend group. Anyway, I said my decision was final. He could take it or leave it, but I would be inviting Leah myself because I like her. He screamed at me and told me to keep out of his business. I said to get rid of his weird effing feelings for Amanda. He's mad at me. My dad said it is none of our deal. My mom is furious with my brother. So, am I the a-hole? Edit to answer some questions. The invite was addressed to the Smiths. Funny enough, Leah had the same last name as us. Granted, we have one of the most common last names. Yes, they live together. The tax thing is nothing huge. My parents have a small business but are really bad at keeping track of all their receipts, so every month we go and help them. We digitize the receipts and put them in a bookkeeping software for the accountant. Amanda is in the comments. Say hi. The alleged Amanda comments. Editor's note. The account replying is a well-established account on Am I the A-hole and commented on many posts before commenting on OPs. It was not a new account nor a throwaway. Do not DM this person or harass them in any way. This goes against the rules of the sub. I am only including this because it is relevant to what OP wrote and pointed out. The person says, "You're the a-hole. If he has any sense, he simply will not come to your wedding. That's the correct way to handle a-holes like you. And if he has any sense, he will go no contact with you, a-hole." The OP replied, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind." The person replies, "Well, if you don't mind your brother and dad not coming to your wedding, that's fine. But the way you handled it makes you the a-hole. Not inviting your brother would have been fine. Giving him an invite, trying to dominate him and decide his relationship for him, and then uninviting his +1 because you want to decide who his partner is, that's overstepping." The OP replies, "My dad is not mad at me, dude. He thinks it's unnecessary drama. He doesn't like Amanda either, so he is just keeping out." Amanda replied to several other comments, including a few here. The commenter says, "Not the a-hole. Your brother is, though. He needs a huge reality check. This chick, Amanda, sounds super problematic and toxic, and since it is your wedding, you are absolutely within your right to decide who gets to be there and who doesn't. Hope your brother will realize how manipulative Amanda is and cut her from his life before she manages to destroy even more for him. Amanda replies, all of that is none of OP's business. She gave him a +1 and revoked it. She is the a-hole for intruding into his relationship. This will break up her family. Let's see if her brother and dad will be the only ones not coming. Another commenter says, you can invite Leah yourself, but by the sounds of your brother's behavior, who knows if they will even still be together by then. Even if they are, I wouldn't count on her sticking around if he keeps prioritizing Amanda over her. The OP replies, I like Leah, genuinely as a friend, and would like her there. I should honestly just have invited her officially too. I should have honestly have been able to foresee David would do this. The commenter says, how does Leah feel about Amanda? The OP replies, well, she feels hyper insecure about Amanda. A commenter says, she should, because this behavior is a pretty obvious sign that should Amanda give him a chance, he will cheat on Leah in a second, and has probably done so with his exes. The OP replies, 100% agree. If Amanda wrote him right now that she wants him, he would drive pantless to her place. On OP's brother, I have given up talking to him years ago. I always feel sorry for the amazing girls he brings home, though. I still talk to his ex. She helped me with my career. He is going to end up alone. A commenter says, but just to be safe, tell Leah she is invited even if she isn't with your brother anymore at the time of the wedding because, let's be real here, she can do a lot better, and it's just a matter of time before she realizes that and then dumps him. Let Leah have a +1 so she can enjoy herself. That would make her feel truly welcome. Your brother is a major a-hole, and I don't blame you at all for not wanting his side piece at your wedding. I also wouldn't blame you if you didn't want him at your wedding. The OP replies, she can do so much better. On paper, my brother is pretty great. Amazing job, financially stable. He volunteers at animal shelters and cares about his appearance. And when he's not drooling for Amanda, he's generally really nice and loving. But bro, why aren't he and Amanda together? It's so weird, man. I don't know. She is jealous when anyone spends time with him. I once told him to ask her to have a one-sided open relationship where she gets to do what she wants and he waits at home for her because he already does that. A commenter says, did he even tell Leah she was invited? There might be a possibility that he's lying and the girlfriend didn't even know about the wedding. The OP replies, she did not in fact know. The commenter says back, how did she learn about it? From you or from him for damage control? The OP replied, I called Leah in front of him, asking her about it. She had no idea. The OP is voted not the a-hole. Well, looks like your wedding invite list just turned into a strategic battlefield, revoking +1s and uninviting troublemakers. Sounds like you're not just planning a wedding, you're plotting a military campaign. And guess who's the casualty? None other than your brother's common sense. But in all honesty, I don't think you're in the wrong here, OP. Seriously, why would anyone want Amanda and her walking storm cloud attitude anywhere near a wedding? It's like inviting a tornado to a tea party. Sure to leave a path of destruction and broken china behind. If weddings had a bad decisions bingo, your brother would be winning big time. Skipping out on inviting Leah, who's actually nice and fits the wedding vibe, in favor of Amanda and her tornado of drama? That's a recipe for disaster faster than you can say, I do. Update, 2 weeks later. I listen to 2 hot takes every day on my commute, so it was a huge surprise when you responded to my post. Thanks for your insights. Editor's note, TikTok here, YouTube video segment here. Regarding the invitation, I now realize I shouldn't have phrased it as inviting a single person. I thought inviting households would be cute and less pressure for guests. Lesson learned. Here's an update I'd like to share with you. After the confrontation, I didn't hear from Leah or my brother for about 2 days. During that time, Amanda reached out to me upset about my Reddit post. She called me an a-hole and insisted that Leah is not the only special woman in my brother's life. She argued neither Leah nor I have the right to be selfish with my brother's time, asserting she existed before Leah or any of his girlfriends and would outlast them all. She ended with a presumptuous statement that she would surely see me at my wedding. I was fuming. I chose not to engage with her other remarks, but instead sent her a clear message. Hello, Amanda. You are not invited to my wedding. If you want to see the old gang, please organize a coffee date when they're all in town. Should you appear at the wedding, you will be escorted out, peacefully by staff or with police involvement. Please refrain from contacting me or my husband. Amanda responded with more emails, mostly vague threats and name-calling, and turned to Instagram to indirectly target me. She tagged me in posts, making my username small so people wouldn't notice me tagged, but would see it in my notifications. She also used an Ask Me Anything sticker on her Instagram story, where I'm pretty sure she asked herself leading questions. Highlights included questions like, "What's the perfect outfit for a wedding?" with a photo of herself in a dress captioned, "This, but sadly I'll never get to use it." And "What's your pet peeve?" followed by a rant about nosy people who think they have the right to control others. She flooded her story with sad quotes about no longer having a girl's girl. She tagged me in every single one. Of course, I screenshotted them all. Some friends reached out when Amanda started spreading a different story, claiming I originally invited her but later disinvited her because Leah hates her and pressured my brother to do the same. The cool part? Not one person believed her. Many of her old high school friends have cut ties with Amanda, and the few guys who still talk to her are more linked to my brother. They reached out to let me know that Amanda was spreading rumors. The girls in the group blocked her after she vented to them, which led Amanda to start bombarding their phones. My brother panicked, thinking I'd started a campaign against her. Speaking of my brother, he called and texted me multiple times, furious that I excluded Amanda and even blamed me for any harm she might come to. I went as far as calling our mother, saying Amanda was depressed and threatening never to forgive me if something happened to her. My mom advised him to call for a welfare check if he was genuinely concerned because he, as an individual with no training, wouldn't be equipped to handle such situations. The biggest development is that my brother got kicked out of his shared apartment. Leah called me to say their relationship might not continue and that she might not feel comfortable coming to the wedding. I understood her decision and offered an open ear. We met for coffee, and she recounted their ugly fight. Without going into all the details, Leah didn't hold back. She made my brother read every single text out loud between him and Amanda and sent a copy to one of her male friends, who replied, "Leah, what the F? This is not okay." She used this as evidence that their interactions were, at best, inappropriate and, realistically, an emotional affair. When my brother begged her to stay, she asked him why, knowing he would always choose Amanda. He swore he wouldn't, but his immediate response to a hysterical call from Amanda about me bullying her proved otherwise. Leah left while he comforted Amanda in another room. Later, she texted him that he needed to move out while she was away. It's her apartment, and she didn't want to see him until certain conditions were met, cutting Amanda out completely and seeking therapy to address his unhealthy patterns. The fight spanned 2 intense days. Leah found solace in your podcast in the comments here. She described it as surreal but helpful. She sends her greetings and wants people in similar situations to know a few things. Don't fear being alone because being with someone who's not good for you will make you feel lonelier than being single. Never enter a relationship with a "I can fix him" mentality, as it usually ends in heartbreak. Prioritize yourself, and while trying to work things out is noble, don't depend on it as the solution. That's pretty much it. It sounds convoluted like a soap opera, but my day-to-day life has surprisingly been calm. I think my brother really needs to mature and either commit to Amanda or realize he's being strung along. And to Amanda, please grow up and leave me alone. One relevant comment before we call it a day. Well, is your dad still coming to your wedding? I'm so glad Leah dumped your bro. DOP replies, yes, of course. Also, they are on a break. Please insert Ross Gallery meme here. Tagging you in posts like a subtle jab in a crowded room. Classic move. And those Ask Me Anything stories? It's like she's hosting a solo episode of The Amanda Show, complete with dramatic monologues and passive-aggressive fashion statements. Maybe she missed her true calling in daytime television drama. And let's not forget your brother's role. He's caught in a love triangle that's less Twilight and more twisted. Leah's got the receipts, literally. Texts read aloud, emotional affairs dissected over coffee. Is there really any other way to enjoy coffee? So here's to hoping your wedding day is less Days Are Our Lives and more Happily Ever After. What do you make of this? And thank you for joining us today in the rLounge. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. See you soon. And put your chair back where you found it.